Okay, yeah. We're back. This is not a power outage. This is just because we have work being done right now to install like a mesh unit around the house. So there's gonna be days where there's gonna be a power outage, and hopefully the backup generator kicks in, maybe save the day. I think over the course of like the 2 months I was here, or a month and a half more so, I only experienced one power outage, and it was like at night time. But I haven't seen a storm yet, to be honest. So I'm assuming when there's like bad weather, we might see some stuff. Yeah, I mean, we already have a backup generator. It's like a new one, I think. So we just haven't seen it. But we're back. Good thing we weren't in trade. I feel like, oh well, with this price action, we're not gonna see that much. Okay, let me see. Low or high be taken. Stay within the chop. We join in on the reversal with confirmation. That's the only thing we want to see. We want prime BrianStonk back, remembering those March 2025 days. I don't even know what months it is. I just remember there was like some months where we had like a complete streak. It was like a 20-day streak on stream. But that was like, you're not going for home runs. You're going for like, let's say base hits, 15 points, 20 points. But, yep. We're gonna get back to it. We're gonna back to the grind. Build up. This is kind of cold in here. Let's move this high. Let's see. How do I get out of drawdown? I risk 150 per trade. Thoughts? 150 per trade is very, very small, in my opinion. Where like you're giving yourself enough room to really get yourself out of it. Because like you would need like over 10 consecutive losses before you can use it. Dude, this is getting cold. I need to, let's see. This AC is on my ass. Huh. Okay, let's see. I'm not interested in playing either side with a bias. I think we just play the chop until we get like a more of a strong closure. Even look at the 15-minute, look at the hourly. We're just seeing a lot of wicks back and forth, close within inside these range here. So we can try to play outside of the range and play back in. I think that would be like what I'm looking at. Can you trade with the Apex? No, I can't. Right now I'm trading with Tradeify, Lucid, TBT, and then I'm also, I forget, there's another one, oh, E8, that I'm waiting to like activate. That's the other one. Oh, Top Step too, I forgot. Yeah, I got back in Top Step just the other day, as I showed on stream. That's day one on it. Yeah, E8s and Alpha is like kind of the underrated firms where people don't see. But they're good firms. They're honestly pretty good. Top Stuff to a good prop firm. If you want to able to trade Project X and you're not trying to go for a big home run, I think you can. It just depends what you're like looking to do, to be honest. Honestly, basically trade any firm you can. To me, like it's always been like there's the firm that I like a lot, who I recommend. But there's a point when when you get some payouts already, and the whole goal is to copy trade multiple firms. So you're trading like 5 firms, 6 firms at a time, copy trade them. It doesn't really matter like which firm is better or not, but you're making money on each one of them. You're growing them up. And you'll take payouts. I guess the only thing is like you're weighing like pricing versus payout rules, and how like what if you need to trade in some ways. What do you do after you get banned from all major prop firms? Why would you get banned from all major prop firms? I don't know if they really ban people. The only firm I know that actually bans people, not like ban, but like eval ban, is Apex. Other firms, you're usually able to go live and then go back to sim. This is pure chop right now. Was that what happened AM or no? AM, it's a nice nosedive here. Okay, let me see this. This guy is Apex banned. That's reasonable. Lucid restricted. That's temporarily. I'm pretty sure next month, in a few weeks, you're able to go back to Lucid. Top Step Focus Program. Huh. I haven't seen that many people in the Focus Program, but I can see it happening. I can see Top Step, like, if you're milking them, if you're doing well, it makes sense for them restricted. And then MyFund Futures, is that temporary or permanent? I haven't been trading MyFund Futures. But you still have TBT, you still have Tradeify, you still have E8 Alpha. Like when you're saying like you're banned from the major, like the major could be like, you know, 2 of the main 5. You still have a lot more. FundingNext as well, yeah. FundingNext, Alpha, E8, Tradeify, TBT. You have 5 firms. I think what you're saying is like, okay, I'm banned from like 3 firms. I'm waiting. I'm cool down on another firm. Do I go back to Arsenal? If you want to trade props, just 5 other firms for waiting for you right there. Are you Vietnamese? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Guys, talking about smart points. If it's not working, yeah, just make a ticket on Discord or email. I'm not gonna handle any tickets online. This live stream is trading. I can answer quick questions like, oh, how does payout bonus work, or where you should go, but please don't make me like stop trading and review someone's issue. We have a team for that. You're trading TBT, E8, Alpha, FundingNext, Tradeify. Those are the 5 I already mentioned. Yeah, not as much accounts. 5, and then you might get lifted from Apex. Maybe you might get lifted from Top Step. Lucid, you're for sure getting lifted. They have the ROI Maxer, or what's called, whatever it's called. That's gonna be good. Dude, Kartik, you can't be spamming like that. I'm waiting for internal low or high get swept and then play the reversal, continue with the chop. Can you trade metals on E8? So from what I am aware of, metals, you can trade it on FundingNext, you can trade on E8, you can trade on, I'm not sure if Alpha, but you can trade on Lucid, you can trade on TBT, can ask support if you can't. So that's 4 already. I think more is gonna get lifted over time. Okay, we're slamming down here. Who knows? We might do a wick down, come back up, take the long, and play back to the upside. I'm still overall bearish bias because we have bearish overflow, just respecting continuously. So I would have preferred we did something like this, take out the high, inside hourly, short the shit out of this, and just slam down. That would have been like a pretty easy short, but let's see. Yeah, my fund features, I mean, I want to add them and back them again, but maybe give like payout bonus or rewards. But we're waiting to see if they want to get listed again. They should confirm, I guess, but I just haven't been paying attention to them. You trade off your phone and PC. I do that all the time, though. I think it'll be the same unless you're like trading on like a laptop here, and then you move to a different state or traveling, and then you log in there. That shouldn't be a problem. Like logging in on 2 different accounts or 2 different devices is normal to me. I trade my laptop, I trade my PC. Sometimes I log in my iPad or my like the TradeMate app on the phone. So back and forth there. Is this gonna hold? If this is looking like we're trying to hold the upside, I'm gonna try to wait for the closure and then just join on the first retrace. It's like so risky because I prefer the downside still. But do we play the chop? We'll see. How confident are you guys to play the long if we're thinking of just waiting for that sweep confirmation and play back in range? First, just it could be for a scalp. How are you feeling about it? What time frame? You can see the time frame at the bottom. It might. Okay, this one I could see why it's not as big. Large. Okay. There we go. There we go. This one doesn't even have it. What the heck? Someone been messing up my charts. It's probably just me. Here, let me just... I think I just need to save it. Maybe that's why. I have different layouts. Yeah, look at all my charts for some reason have just been mismatched. There we go. We didn't really hold that for that long. I was hoping to let this play out more, and then we see like a 1 minute bullish setup. This is still moving lower. Trying to adapt to whatever range we get though. Upside is not doing anything right now, but it's holding. It's actually, it's trying. I mean, let's see. There's just no good setup in sight right now. Look at that push though. There's 2 attempts there. I'm interested in trying it. I just don't know where. Yeah, for longs. Just need more out of this, but these range are nuts. It is. There's so much back and forth right now. It's kind of disgusting. It's holding a bit though. What do you think about us doing one more push and then come back up, stop under the low, we try to go for these highs? Or back in the range, basically. It doesn't have to be too much. I want to let this play a little bit more first. If it wants to come back up now, I'll join in long. See it closure first. If we keep on closing downwards, we're not touching this. We're not catching his knife. Let's see here, one more push. Not touching anything yet. Might try a long at 585s. That's like all they after the sell side get taken. I mean, that's probably decent. We could see this sweep though. Sweep this low first and then try to climb back up. We get a breaker. If not, we're going straight for the sell side. Shorts were a little bit challenging, I feel like. If we were able to push a little bit higher, we could have short 700s. Still digging through this hourly, not touching this for now. There's that big sell there. Okay, let's see if we want to go sell side first then. Some main low. That's a pretty nasty drop there. It still should be choppy though, unless we want to actually start breaking out here. It's been choppy all day, literally all day here. We're at the near bottom of the range. My bet is just gonna try to climb back up, back inside the midpoint here. So how do we get the entry though? Could go lower. Not really interested in chasing this either. Come on, give us a setup somewhere so we can work with it. We set the hourly. That's the whole point. This whole last 4 hourly candles here has been just back and forth, back and forth. That's why I don't think we move lower. I think we get back in the range and try to not even try to play it upside. Just back and forth though. But I just don't know where I could join in longs here. Only thing I considered was like we could just soup this entry, put our stop, tight stop at the main low. Yeah, that was a good job at 585. If you're able to take that, it just completely ate that up. I think I'm interested in trying long now. See this candle close first. Get a 20-point stop. See if we get back in the range. This candle closure, I'm gonna look for this long. Back inside this BPR here. Oh, it's only. Let's see if we even get something now. It's pouring up. I'm still looking for the entry. If we get back above this internal high, I'm not buying back down here. I'm gonna have to see what else we can get. Could have just long that closure once we inverted it, but I want to give some more time. This is a 1 minute reversal. If we can get this, that'll be something I'm interested in. That was just a pretty classic sweep of the sell side, and then just push ourselves back in the range. That's why I do think we move all the way back in. Let's see. It was a very quick jab. Damn. Come on, dude. The 1 minute version makes sense, yeah. I was waiting for this closure and then just... Usually that retrace is more challenging if we want to just immediately get there. Should have just entered off of it though. Second tap in is going to be more dangerous than the first one. I don't think we get all the way back down. We're gonna just hold this area. This is classic, man. Classic move. That did. We're about to form a breaker here too now. This could work too. I'm likely gonna try start on my live here, but wait for funded on a better risk. I don't. That's gonna be what I'm gonna do. A little bit more risk on this. If you don't think it's gonna move lower, I just have to make sure, because I do believe we move higher from now. Just looking for a quick tap and then push back up. If not, I'm gonna try this long here on my fundeds and then really hold through. Wish me luck, chat. Just looking for a quick tap in and push back up, to be honest here. Nothing fancy. Trying it now. This is, again, trying to start it on my live. This will be my funded entry. I think it's kind of hard to tell with the BPR, but I'm looking for this stop under these lows here. And then we're trying to go for this buy side. So this is what I have for TPT on my funded, on my top step at TPT right now. This is my funded entry. And this is my live entry, which is my Lucid Live account, which we're in on this one already. I don't think we move lower than this, because if we do move lower than this, it would have to be like immediate like sweep and then just immediately push back up, where like we just get a quick wick, candle close back above, so we can continue to validate this breaker. Why this breaker is important to me is because you can see like someone could spot this to be a bearish breaker. I don't really feel too much value to that, because we didn't really sweep anything. The liquidity is above here. But why the bullish breaker is important is because, you know, we have a high here. We swept this main low and then we closed back above. So we would theoretically need to be able to hold this breaker. Looking good here. Take one off this and then put the limits order on these two. I think I'm glad we got it set up somewhere here. I'm gonna change the points because I think it's just easier for majority of people to look at without being so absorbed in just dollar profits. Because right now this is already like 1-to-1. Pretty good here. You just have to wait for the setup. I had regrets not trying to jab the inversion here, but you know, you can't just be whining about it. You gotta wait for the next potential entry, and then the next easiest one is waiting for the breaker to form first. So we have 2 left, 30 points up. This is like past the 1-to-1. I'm trying to see if we can get the last limit in here. Again, another thing I want to note down is here. Look at the open and the close of the hourly. This is the core of where price is moving, and then we have the wicks. So I'm just thinking like we're gonna draw into this purple box as the bulk of the price action, and then we're gonna also leave wicks outside of it. So anytime that we get a big wick outside any of these, I want to look at that for both entries and TPs basically. So above 666, under 620. That's kind of what I have. One at longs under 620. Also look for TPs outside of 650s, 660s. So if we get another jab outside, we can try another TP out. This is, again, even using this logic here, you would not want to long anywhere outside of this. You would look for shorts outside of it, and you would long under it. Where did lo-fi go? Oh, maxed it out. Okay, this is still be holding here. It's still choppy. We need more momentum in this. Come on, push it back up. I don't have a re-entry in mind yet. I think this is like, I don't even recommend. I don't feel comfortable scaling in this trade either. It has to be much lower for me to want to join back in. For anyone who missed it. So One thing is the breaker is holding. You see it wicked under, no closure. Favorite I got held is a unicorn entry here, right here. So that made sense. We want to see if we want to take the buy side. The only thing is the buy side is challenging because of how choppy it is. So that's why when we took the first internal low, or internal high in this case, it's a pretty good TP out. Come on, let me get something. Still holding pretty good. I have 2 contracts right now. If we get another wick past 670, I'll take another one off and then hold the rest for 690s. Still just chopping around. Ideally want to see this FEG hold, but I can also see it just hitting break even here. Come on, let's hold more. Should have taken 2 out instead of 1, but let's see. Move chart. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I mean, it's just break even. I think it's pretty obvious right now. Can you confirm which candle was a breaker? So I need to move this out the way so I can actually draw this. You would look at this low. This, you could go for either one. I could just, instead of visualizing this as like, you know, back and forth, what I would do is take this low, mark this high, lower low, close back above. So you would combine them. So either one, I mean, they're both, regardless of which one you choose, from this high, let's say, to this open, this will still be the breaker. When it's choppy back and forth like this, I like to go for the one that established the high, so it would make sense to be this one here. So if you want to be like very technical, this is the breaker. We cannot just hold this area and pump up. Come on. All right, take this high. I'm gonna take one more off. Then break even the last one. Break even the last one with a stop at the high. Or with a target at the high. Let's just take that off that here. This is already close enough. We have one left. We're looking at 693. I just put it at 692 just because you never know, you never know. Up about 2,000. And we had 3 contracts. We trimmed 2 already. If you want to look at like, how do we do this? Yeah, or no, what's the one with the text? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Still have one left. Over TV. Take this high, move the stop up. Tradecopia, nice. If you get a payout bonus, you also get a free month of Tradecopia every time you get a payout bonus every month. So like, let's say you get a payout bonus on Lucid, free month of Tradecopia. If you already have a subscription, you just basically will add another month when it renews. You don't pay anything. Next month you get another payout, another free month. So you keep on going, keep on going. I think we only have a cap. They want it instill a cap, so you know you're not gonna be able to get it free forever. It's 6 months. 6 months is like, I think that's a good number where like you would eventually like love the product where you just buy yourself. You have to use SMART as code for Tradecopia. You don't have to if you don't want to. The payout bonus is for the prop. What's up, chat? I want to move this stop higher for a green stop, but it's not able to yet. I need to see this high get. Wait, what? I need to zoom in. This is an equal high. Is there any chance, Brian, any chance are going to be paid that on Apex, or at least some form of that? What does that mean? I think I'm just like not following right now. Come on, we did an equal high right here on both NHU and ES, and you're telling me we're coming straight back down. Good thing I took another one off because I felt like, yeah, no shot in that. Coming back down to even now. It is what it is. So we got room. Took 3 con, took 2 off for 30 points each. 1 left, and we're gonna go break even most likely. That's the name of the game. And we are break even on that last one. I'm just gonna close any limits just to make sure we don't fumble anything. Still think we should be moving higher. It's just pretty interesting what it's doing now. It already retraced here, so I don't see any reason why it wants to come back down here. Only thing is we only have a slight inefficiency low. If we want to wick this and come back up, I'm all for it. Just had the expectation that it was going to be a very choppy day, and guess what? The choppiness still played. Big push back down. This is where it gets risky. We still have equal highs. We pushed above this, I could still be interested in playing this. Just expect a little bit more risk than what we had before, is what I'll say. So we had bullish order flow earlier, and now we're just kind of playing back and forth. Why was it anticipated as a choppy day? No, I didn't anticipate that it's gonna be a choppy day. Why I anticipated was we have choppy price action. So why would we expect like straight on delivery? Especially in PM. Like if AM was already choppy and then PM already starting to look choppy too, you're not gonna just like, okay, we're just gonna start pumping. So you can see all this chop here, 15 minute, even the hourly, we're just back and forth. You're not gonna expect like very strong delivery. That's why I was very interested in trying to get some longs down here if I can. This is a little bit more risky, but I can try to go for it too. It's a little bit more risky. It's a little bit more risky, but it's at a good area. If we're just playing like risk reward, this is pretty good risk reward here. This is where I would take on the fundeds. Only because we have the high as well. I don't know why we left equal highs here. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, we getting pushed back up. Chat, hold up. Come on, we need more fluidness. We already retraced to where we need. This is like the last spot where if we're bullish, we don't need to look any more down here. If we come back down again, like that would be like such a knife catch again. It's gonna dump. I hope not. I got the 2 in from this position. I'm just letting it ride. We're gonna put the stop under here. Right here. I'm gonna put it a little bit under this low. Just there. 90s is probably good enough. That's gonna be about 23 points. We're looking to see if we can smash these equal highs. Come on. There's no reason we come back lower unless it's bearish and it's gonna slice through everything. There's no other reason. And if this is still bullish, we're gonna draw to these relative highs. Yo, come on, keep going. Am I gonna be able to? I gotta remember. So what I had here, this is the hourly. If we get, let's say, to the midpoint of this, I think this is where we should look to trim. Anywhere above the midpoint. I think that's like kind of the mid. Where the purple box, if you weren't watching, this is where the open low and high of these hourly candles. This is where the core of it has been when we went through it. Especially we get like back to like 50, 60, 660, 650s. Definitely good time to trim. And then equal highs, buy side. Lost to really target, but I'm not ambitious to go for these. This has been challenging. This has been so choppy. I haven't took any trims yet. I think we have to go break even though. Even though I don't want to because it's so early, but I think it's really nasty if we come back below here. Because there's like no reason why price would ever want to come back here after we took the sell side. We already retapped, fill this BPR here. Let me drag this over. We already filled this BPR in. There's like no reason now. What's your risk per trade? It depends. I try to risk about 15 to 20 points on NQ. I used to 10, but I mean, we could probably do 10 points on this, on these price conditions, but it's not as easy because where we need to put the stop. We could have done on the breaker for sure. This breaker here, stop on the breaker if you want to be like really tight, but if you do that, you have to be expected to get stopped out. Let's say if it wicks you, and then be ready to jump back in. Either way, if we caught this knife, we only would have lost 20 points, and this is where it would have got stopped, and it would have probably floored it way through this. We're almost at like the 1-to-1 area, right? I think it is. Or no, we already tapped it earlier, but I'm not going for 1-to-1. I'm going for a little bit more than that here. What's your feel? My feel is that this BPR, I put it exactly at 614s. It's just getting stuck. Jesus. This is probably this is probably a good trim here for one. I want to give it some more room. I don't want to just take like a 20-point trim. But it's already come back down here. Let's see. Let me see ES. What is ES looking like? ES looks worse than NQ. They're already looking like they're trying to take the low now. What's the cylinder behind me? Right here? This is a rug. This is where I'm gonna try to set things up. Okay, we might hit break even here. ES is already looking like it wants to take down the low. I could have trimmed, guys. I could have trimmed. Maybe you guys who took the trade trimmed, but for me, I really want to give it some space because I'm going for high risk reward. Because we were risking 20 points. This one already went like 25. I wanted about like 30. It's like almost 2 or 1.5 to 2R first, and then save the last one for a big target. This is holding a little bit, but come on, we need more. You know what sucks? I forgot. TBC Pro has trailing drawdown. So if I hit break even, I lost like $1,000 of drawdown because that was up 1,000 earlier. That makes me want to trim at 1-to-1 first now, and then I could do break even. There, let's do that. Did you get all the building work finished in your house? I mean, they're still doing it. They did it yesterday. Had to come back, do some more. I told them I had to stream. I have to work. I gotta make some money. Surprisingly, ES took the low, NQ didn't. That's a pretty bold signature. Maybe I should have held that, but at the same time, trailing drawdown is a bitch. I don't know why TPT Pro don't do end of day too. Like, it's eval end of day, live funded end of day. Why is it that the funded is trailing? Apex already got rid of the trailing for you know, I don't know how they'll survive that, but they got rid of it. So we need TPT to be the last one to really get rid of it too. This is for sure has to be break even now. Because if we take another low here, we're gonna really smash down. Yeah, we're already passing a lot of time. So far we took a long, we made some money. I think we got like 30 plus points, about like 1.5R. And then another long here, which is still running. It almost took me out. I took a trim at 101. And then we're looking to see where the last one takes us. So there's like some memes, I guess, or some jokes. You guys are saying like Brian thrives in like poor price action, but you know, this could be true, honestly. I think it's just more about adapting. I recognize like this is gonna be choppy. Let's just adapt to it. Everyone here, everyone even who joined the stream early, they're like, this is his poor price action. I don't know if I'm gonna even trade here. I'm like, okay, we're gonna work with it. We're gonna see what we got. I framed up where I'm gonna look at. And then I framed up why I do it. That's the only downside of this, like adapting to the market is like when it's very trendy, you might overthink when you could have bought, let's say it's like bull market, you could have bought anywhere, you would have made money. But like someone who's trying to adapt, like, wait, okay, is it about to reverse? Is it about to do a seek and destroy here in range bound? It's just completely going up. So in this case, we thrive in areas where we could adapt in poor conditions. So we're already looking at that, but yeah. I just gotta get better at not getting chopped up. Not chopped up, but not getting what is it, like shorting a bull trend, let's say, because I think it's gonna reverse when it's no reason yet. Got a bunch of 50K Apex. How much would you risk? How would your risk model be on payouts to get trying to get paid? Also, okay, yeah. So you have 20 Apex accounts. This doesn't have to be Apex. It can be any accounts. The rule of thumb, if you want to be risk managed, is try to risk anywhere between 7 to 10% of your drawdown. If your drawdown is 2,500, what that means is don't risk more than 250 per trade. That's 10% already. Don't forget the account size. It could be like $1 million account size. It could be a 10K account size. You're only looking at a drawdown, how much you can lose. So you have 2,500, you risk 250. And that gives you kind of roughly like 10 losses before you get hurt. But if you're trying to be more aggressive, you know, some people treat props as a tool to make more money. If you have the capital to do that, then you could try to risk like 20% per trade. And then, you know, think about this, you're not doing a one-to-one. When you risk 20%, let's say, as aggressive trade model, you're looking to make anywhere from 25, 30, 40% of your profit. If it's 2-to-1, you risk 20%, you're already looking to bank 40%. You're telling us how to risk? Dude, these trolls are coming. It doesn't matter. Though I was going in the mindset of being very aggressive. So when I started getting some drawdown, I was able to risk my account to just scale the shit up. So it's not like I blew many accounts. They're realistic. I only blew 40 accounts. Oh, we're about to get stopped out. But I was in the mindset of like, I'm not going for, you know, just one payout. I'm just going for a record. So to get to 5 million, I was aiming to make like 10K per trade, or let's say like 5K per trade, then 10K, then 20K. It keeps on going, and then there's one day I made $1 million, but that was like not one trade. That was like 20 different trades. So it was at full port, by the way. That's one thing. It was never full port. I think about this. If you full ported during the volatility of silver, it was going like, if you want to just imagine what it was, like one mini on silver was like you're trading like 10 minis on NQ. So I think I was trading like on average like 3 to like 5. Sometimes I had like 10 at one time, but like majority of my trades has been like 3 to 5. And just because it's extreme volatility, that you just kind of put another 0 behind it. So if I had like 5 contracts, that's like almost like 50 contracts on NQ, just not because of because I size a lot, it's because of the volatility. I just want a record payout. I got to it. I didn't cheat my way through it. Only thing that happened was hit the MAE many times. But typically the MAE would only restrict. It would make you force you to make more profits, which I wasn't like, I didn't mind that. I think during the whole Apex run, I hit 3 days of MAE out of all my trading. The others was just me blowing the account up on day one trading silver. Like literally on day one, like the first 5 minutes, I'm like, what the heck? This trailing drawdown just ate me. 10% of drawdown. So yeah, when I'm saying like if you want to be conservative, your risk 10% of your drawdown. Whatever your drawdown is, if it's 5,000, 10% is 500. Rule of thumb. Oh, the podcast is gonna be good. I think once people get their mind out of this Apex situation, because the Apex run was like 10 trading days, but they're trying to map it out to my last 5 years of trading. Like I have already 500 live recordings here. That's just not, I was going on a more aggressive route there. So I think give it another month, no one's gonna be thinking about like this. We're just gonna be live trading. We're gonna prove a lot of things. Is it true that you broke the payout record? I did, but you know, I didn't get paid out. And guess what? The MA rule is already gone now. It's actually gone. How does it feel when you found out you wasn't get paid nothing? I mean, it sucks, but here's the thing. If I'm being honest, it wasn't something that I needed like desperately. So I always said, I think this is the one thing I always said to the community, to the stream. I'm like, don't do too much damage. Just take the profits whenever you see it. And I think I didn't follow that for this time being. Usually I'm like base hits. When I get the payout, I'll take it out, take it out, take it out. This time I'm like, I'm gonna try to make a record, just slowly get it up. I saw all this market conditions and it felt good. Are you in a lawsuit with Apex? No. I can't say anything negative because they have the non-disparagement, confidentiality. So they can say whatever they want, but they have the lawyers, they have everything. If I say anything negative about them, they're just gonna sue me. That's why everyone on Twitter is like, oh, you should respond. You should, you need to respond now. It's like they're setting this up already. And I've seen people get dragged in court through prop firms. Like prop firms, they have, think about this, they have like tens, hundreds of millions of dollars in capital to do whatever they want with. They could use it to destroy someone. And I don't think another good example is like Top Step and Patrick. Top Step is like bleeding money just to ruin Patrick right now, but Patrick is somewhat able to hold that. He's bleeding millions, but he's probably generating millions per month already. The MAE rule's gone, but they have DLL. I'm happy with DLL versus MAE, to be honest. Did you forget about MAE or just messed up? It was, I think when you're trading, here's like something that I would describe. When I was trading a live account and a funded account, it was like with a small size and volatility was going crazy, and like it was working. I was making money, but then when I tried to do that on Apex, after weeks of trading live with like no rules, trading Apex, like sometimes like it just moves so fast. I'm like, damn, I already broke the rule. It could be like 2 minis, let's say 2 or 3 minis. One candle moves like I don't know the points anymore, but like let's say the candle moves like $2 in like 1 minute. Your account is like cooked already. But I didn't blow the account though. It was just like it hit negative 30% in like 2 seconds. So I think it was very challenging to like handle and manage a arbitrary MAE rule during the volatility. You made Apex change the rules, yeah. I think you're overestimating what PW makes. Whatever it is, I think he's just killing it. But he also does not want to get sued by Top Step. He still is. I think he said too much where Patek is willing to hurt him. And you know, Top Step could be like losing millions just to play with this, drag this on, but like they don't care. They're like almost $1 billion corporation. Most likely they're already $1 billion. I think they're past it. I don't think anyone's gonna get ruined. I think the lawyer is gonna win. So in a court case, who is winning here? If there's no settlement, if there's no like no winner, no loser, it's just gonna be the lawyer. It's gonna be hours billed, and these lawyers are billing like $200 per hour. And you're dragging on for months, for over a year. At the end of the year, you're paying like millions to them. No, they didn't make up. I saw a tweet earlier. It was like Patek was like, I tried to talk it out with Patrick. I'm blocking him. I tried my best. And Patrick's like, you won $1 million. I was willing to give you 100K. I'm not paying you anything no more. It was like, I don't know. I don't know the full story. $1 million is a lot of money. Maybe Patek is like willing to stand his ground to punish him in some ways. No lawyer bills $200 an hour. Well, it's like usually a team of lawyers when you're handling these big cases. It's not like one. It's not gonna be one lawyer. So it could be like 200 per person even. It could, you know, it could. If you're thinking 500, 600, that could also be the case. That's why it's running millions to them right now. So that even proves the point of why a big company could just bury like a small individual. I agree. I agree they're expensive though. 200 was like a baseline. If you're looking for a top lawyer, it could be even more than that. It could be 400. It could be 500 per hour. Are you kidding me? That's insane. So yeah, I think it's hard to really fight a company, even if you feel like you were right or justified in some ways. Like no one is fully correct in this case. In all cases, even with Tops and PW, I feel like maybe PW said something bad, maybe Top Step did something bad. There's no clear like justified moral person who is a victim. It's like they're both victims, they're both perpetrators. But the one with more money is gonna win. So I chose the route of let's not fall into the trap of Twitter. It's almost 3. We're likely to do a giveaway soon, guys. So we went 2 for 2. Not like a full winner. I mean, if you were only doing base hits, both trade I think went about 1.5R. So you risk, let's say you risk like $10, you made $15, and then break even on the last. That was good. I mean, I made money at least. It was just very challenging to manage through this. This is annoying too. This price action just kind of, it was easy to predict in a way, but it was like still frustrating to beat through it because you're like, okay, let's take a trim, let's do break even, let's see if we can hit a bigger target. And both times didn't get close to hitting a bigger target. Giveaway, we blew everything in the market. Should we do a poll, guys? I mean, if you took my trades, I took both longs and both of them had a very little drawdown, if any drawdown at all, and both worked. Yeah, I agree, Brandon. I did it in 10 days only because, so it's like in the right place in the right time. People like make fun, like, oh, he's saying he's mastered silver. What I said was silver is in an unprecedented volatility where if you could adapt to it, you could make a killing. And every month, every week even, silver is trying to trading differently, like different ways. And once I like kind of look back to this and like really like, okay, this is how I'm trading silver. It's working, it's working, it's working. I was able to make a killing out of it. So people throwing like, oh, you mastered silver, do it again, trade silver right now. I was like, no, I mastered. I didn't even master. I just adapted to the volatility and was able to print a lot of money. So the right place, the right time, right conditions. And I should have just did it slower. If I did it slower, I think everything would have been fine. When I did like $1 million a day, because it was like, I think it was that day, it was like pumping a lot, and I was like buying every single dip. I was shorting every rip. It worked out really well for me. Only regret is either one, doing smaller days. That would have put me under the cover. Because if I made, let's say, in those 10 days, instead of 3 million, like 300,000, it would have been fair game. The second thing was, I should have probably did it on a firm that's more trader friendly. I should have done it on like a TPT Live, Lucid, Traderify, probably on a live account, honestly. Because if I did it on a live account, I started with there, I would have got above my drawdown, and then I would have scaled up to the maximum, and then essentially the firm doesn't have to pay it out. I made those profits. Why didn't you long crude and live account? Crude? We're talking about metals, by the way. I don't touch oil. So 800 is a lot, but I was trading Apex for 4 whole years. And like, if you think about it, right? When you're trading 20 counts at a time for 4 years, just do 800 divided by 20. That's just basically 40 sets. 40 sets in 4 years. I'm pretty sure PW's at like 1500, by the way. He's like double me and we're trading at the same time. So this number is like just blown out proportion. And PW is like one of, I think PW is Apex like biggest partner too. So like, I guess you'll ask the question like, why is PW at like 2000 PAs? You should have kept quiet. I don't think that would have worked. Kept quiet, that would just bury me in privacy. Look at this sell here. Evil eye. I mean, that's real. I think a lot of people are praying people to downfall. You know what they should have, you know what Apex should have done? They said like the amount of PAs I had, but they didn't say when I started. If they said 4 years, it would help a lot more. They said how much I got paid, but they didn't show my expenses. Expenses have been like under 200, 150, and they'll be like, oh, you spent 150, made over 600,000. I think that would have like been a better picture. Because right now, people are thinking like, oh, this guy had 800 PAs. They're trying to break down the math, but the math is like not mathing because they're like, oh, he spent like 800,000 on it. It's like, no, it's like closer to 200 or less. It's because you only wait for 90% off. That's kind of like how I traded. I didn't trade when it's like 80%, 70%. When there was 90% off, I would just buy like a ton of evals. Like 100 evals. So 100 eval at $16 a pop, that was $1,600. But it's 100 of them. And then they also put in the email that like, you know, he has like 60 eval stockpiled. Like, it's like, because I bought it at 90% off. It's like the game was only wait for the deal. Once the deal happened, you load the shit up. I wasn't planning on using those evals anymore after I got the bundle. That's why like eventually I canceled it before it renewed. The renewal was 50%. I bought it at 90. So it was like a ticking time bomb. But honestly, I think it was just Apex affiliates. It was people that hate Furu already. It was people that are envious who maybe didn't get a payout. They're just all chiming in for a common enemy. And it was me versus everyone. It was crazy. But I think it's already smoothing over. People know ROI is important. People know that there's victims and perpetrators in this battle. And it's kind of hard to fight this or even like clear your name at all when you have like a target on your back. The one thing, like, if you think about too, like, there's the confidentiality and then the non-disparagement for any Apex affiliate. If you say anything that's negative, that's criticize them, they could take action with you. They could terminate your account. They could terminate your affiliate. And like right now, just in this live stream, I talk about TFT. I'm like, TFT, the only thing that I have criticism for you is why have trailing drawdown unfunded? It's a fair criticism. I think everyone's thinking that. And then there's other firms too, like FundedNext. I had criticism of. I even told them straight to their face, like, you have to fix this. Talk to my stream about it. You have to fix this. The Sage ever pay lands? They're good. They're good. But this is so far, guys. Let's do a recap. Oh wow! Look at there's 82 people who voted. These are all anonymous. This is maybe from the live stream, but I have no idea. 58% of people are green. 28% is red. 15% is break even. That's pretty massive. But Monday, -1R. Tuesday, 2 for 2. I think it was like 1 for 5R. Let's just do 1 for 5R each. I think it was one that hit more than that, but I have no idea. Wednesday, absent. Thursday, 1 for 5, or 2 for 2, 1 for 5R each. So that's the name of the game there. We're like 4 out of 5 right now. Someone asked for win rate. We're 4 out of 5 right now. We're 80% win rate so far. And then Friday, let's manifest this already, guys. Friday, 3 for 3, 2R each. Let's do that. Wednesday was I completely they had to disassemble my table, my desk and everything to move it to a different room because the table was way too large. I have a massive table. So I unplugged everything. I was waiting for them to do everything, fix it. So I could have been traded if I wanted to. I thought you didn't like PM sessions on Friday. I don't think the day matters, to be honest. Oh, will we do dual stream with Lance? I think we will. Why does it say you have 2 out of 2 1.5R trades yesterday? It's not yesterday. It's today. Today's Thursday, right? Am I tripping? Yesterday I was not even here. Tuesday there was 2 for 2. Friday, I hope Friday we can manifest 3 for 3, 2 risk reward each. But yeah, are we ready for the giveaway? How many likes we got, guys? If we got enough likes, we might even amp up the giveaway. If we got 91, come on, we're not even triple digits. You guys don't want to do the giveaway. Let's see how many we get now. I'm gonna refresh. We're at 123. Okay, that's better. Let's see how many we get now. I'm gonna refresh. This is a little bit better. All right, 30 seconds. Where is it? I'm gonna put a link of this in the Discord. Just make sure you guys are ready. I'm gonna do it in. I'll probably do it in like a minute from now. Like say 2:59. So that should give people enough time to join the Discord, get ready. Okay, is it broken? There we go. 30 seconds. I'll do 35 seconds. 2 winners. Let's do 700. That's peach. What do you need to do? It's very simple. You just gotta go to the giveaway channel and just click one button within the time frame of 35 seconds. I think that's very easy to do. Alright, I'm doing it in 10 seconds, guys. So you have 45 seconds to get ready now. I'll demonstrate how to enter too. We're gonna press submit here. And then you see this confetti button? If I press it, it will give you another button. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, there, it says you already entered. So that's pressing it twice. Usually when you press it once, they already register, but if you want to make sure, just press it twice. Once you see this, don't press it again. Looks like we're about to get 200 winners, 200 entries. It's stuck at 202. Okay, there we go. Winner today is Artebo and Fibusi Trees. I never heard of. It looks like these are completely new winners. Congrats to you guys. Make a Discord ticket. Maybe their points. The only thing else, guys, for Smart Prop Firm here, we did a massive giveaway in the way that you could get a free account of your choice. If you were to participate in this, make sure you claim it. It was guess our top 5 bestsellers from the partner list this month of March. The prize option was any account, any size, any plan, so you could get a 158 direct funded. And if there's duplicate, we'll get you an account too. So this is the winner here. Lucid, number 1, TPT number 2, TradeFi number 3, FundIndex number 4, E8 number 5. I think people had it mixed up. A lot of people put Alpha number 5, and there's like probably 10, 20 people who guessed this order. But it's actually E8 now. E8 has been growing. I think E8 might be number 4 in the next few months. And then TradeFi and TPT is like duking it out. Lucid is just number 1 right now for obvious reasons. Is anyone surprised at that list? I DM'd you, I won. Oh, are you the guy who I think my team shared that you were winning? Let me see. There was one person that was for sure close. Let me see. I don't know where it is. I'll check the team though. There's always next. Yeah. Congrats to the winners. We're gonna wrap this up, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. We would likely have probably a dual stream if Lance wants to do it. That's what we usually do. We get that back up. Yeah, -1R. 2 for 2 for 1.5R each. Absent. 2 for 2 for 1.5R each. We're basically, in theory, we're just 4 out of 5 so far this week. And you know, all the trolls came in. Even PW was like, he came in the stream. He's like, oh, BrianStonk lost. And then Tuesday, nothing. Thursday, nothing. That is how it is, guys. Congrats. I'll see you guys tomorrow.